Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're gonna talk to the angels and the Ascended Masters and get messages for you. Let's see what we get here. I do want to ask you that if this is something that you like, if you would actually hit the like button, and if you'd like more content, there's always the subscribe button. I'm using today the Kyle Gray Angel Prayers and Angel Guide and Keepers of the Light. So very much themed that way, but we're going to take a look at the overall energy. We're going to take a look at the opportunity and the challenge that the angels are here to support you through. So wow, okay, so not surprisingly, so the North Node is in your sign, and not surprisingly, you're going through a major transformation. That tends to happen. Freya is here. Freya is a warrior goddess. She's Celtic, I believe, or Norse. She was never afraid to be who she fully was, fully a female, fully a warrior. There is a beginning within every ending. Blossoms are revealed and released. So this is about the cycles. It actually says here phases and cycles, and so I feel like has a lot to do with what's going on with this North Node for you. You have an eclipse that's coming up here on the 30th of April. It is a new moon eclipse that is happening in your sign, Taurus, and it is an opportunity to reset everything. And so as you let things go, because 2 weeks later there is an eclipse that happens in Scorpio, but it's during Taurus season, so it is the major letting go. That's where the South Node is. And so there's the letting go, but this is the planting the seed of intention first. And understanding that it's almost like there's, okay, so it's like when you decide that you're going to plant a garden, and you start the seeds inside. You're planting the seed of intention. But as the ground starts to get warmer, you go outside and you clear the space. So inside, in the little pot protected, you're growing the seeds. But outside, you need to clear the space to plant the seeds to allow them to really grow and become something much bigger and much more abundant. That's the word they're using. Blossoming abundance. I keep hearing blossoming abundance. So there is a need to create space in your life by letting something go. But first, it's easier, they're saying, for you to let something go if you know what it is you are making space for. And so that's the seed of intention. And Kuan Yin is here. And Kuan Yin is about the care and the compassion that you give to yourself first and foremost. The healing that you do for yourself, which allows you then to have, okay, so they're showing me the cup. Okay, so when you fill up your chalice, your cup, with love for yourself, it is then that you can offer to someone else. You have to do that first. So choose to be love. Choose to be love. Fill up your cup. Choose to be love. I am love. And then do what is right for everyone involved. And then offer a helping hand. So first you go, I am love. And I create from love because you were created from love. And so then as you create love, because you only can create from the source energy that you are. And your source energy is love. You create love and then you share it out. It's about taking care of yourself first, and then creating the space in order to prosper and blossom and grow. So the challenge here is the life force. And so I think that you're a little exhausted, a little tired. Aries season that we are in, if you are a Taurus rising, it is your 12th house season. And so It is the dissolving of, the breaking down of, the completing the cycle of, and so it is that letting things. It's right before the energy of growth, and so it's a little exhausting. This next couple of weeks we have some very exhausting energy, even though we have the sun in Aries and it's warming up the ground and it's getting ready. There's still this winter hangover, they're calling it, which is fun. Okay, there's still this winter hangover of just trying to get our mojo back, to get moving, to get things clicking along. And so you have Cyrano's life force. Express your driving passion, your sensuality, and your sexual powers are increased. And the challenge is to be feeling renewed from inside out. And so I think that's why we plant the seeds of intention. And if you want to look at it this way, so they're showing it to me like a little seed that you put in the house. But if you could consider yourself the house, it is the seed that you plant inside of yourself. The seed in your heart space, the seed in your life force here, the sun, the solar plexus, the self-confidence, the abundant area that you grow up and bring things through the heart space and put out into the world through the throat chakra. Okay, so taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, revitalizing your own life force, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, but also switching up the energy a little. So it's sexual and sensual energy, and that is you, Taurus. That is your energy, right? The richness of it. So is it time to buy new bed linens? I know that sounds a little funny, but you spend a lot of time each day in your bed, and it's nice when you roll over, you're like, gosh, that feels so good. Maybe it's time to go find some kind of a nice little sweater that's great for this seasonal change. It just makes you feel like you feel it and it just feels good on you. Do something that enhances, bring flowers into your home. I prefer plants because flowers tend to die, but I think that most Tauruses prefer the full flowering part of it. And so whatever it is that brings you joy and happiness is what you bring in. You have a loved one in heaven that is drawing close right now. And since this is in the area of challenge, for some of you, it may be that you had a negative relationship, something that was left unresolved, unhealed with someone. It feels very parental figure that has crossed over, and you haven't been able to work through things because they crossed over before you were able to handle it here. But they're here. It is hard. I'm picking up the energy of a mom, but then I'm also feeling a dad, but the dad energy is so standoffish. Interesting. So either it was a long time ago, or you really never really connected, and you always felt like you had to prove something to them, and you never felt like you quite got there. And the mother energy feels very judgy. Like, again, like you didn't quite measure up, but almost like the father energy, you were trying to get their approval, and the mother energy was I want to use the word annoying, which is there's unresolved issues where you didn't feel like you received. And I just want to point out, like, I'm a single parent, and I could show up in my kids' lives as the father figure because I was mom and dad, but I probably was more dad energy because I'm a Capricorn rising, and that's the father energy anyway. But I'm a Cancer sun, which is the mother energy. So I might show up either way in their lives. So you'll have to look at the relationship you had. Whoever was really nurturing, it was almost like they were nurturing, but it feels like judgy at the same time, or you couldn't breathe, or it feels very, like, back off. I just want to say back off. And over here, this father energy feels very remote and distant. But it could have been that it was a long time ago. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, or you were quite young and they left. They were gone either because they passed away or divorced or whatever. There's some kind of unresolved issue though with a parent, and I think for each of you it's going to be different. The healing energy that you do here, the kindness and the compassion and the self-love that you give yourself here, heals that relationship on the other side. The healing work you do here heals both of you. And even though you may be like, well, I don't care if they are healed, and you may feel that way, it doesn't matter because it's not really about them, it's about you. It's about you filling up your own cup with your own kindness and love and care and compassion so that you can share it out into the world. They're telling me that for some of you, this parent is still alive, but you just don't have a lot of contact. And so it is your ability to forgive the situation and the energy and take care of yourself that matters. They're also saying that there's a lot of ancestral support around this. So it could be that in the living you're having problems with your parents, but your ancestors are coming in to help support you in the clearing and the cleansing of this energy. Your opportunity is the soul flame. Radha. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. When we heal the issues that we had with our parents, that allows us to be open to relationships with a significant other. If we don't do that, then what happens is that we attract partners that mirror the conflicts and the energy that you had with your parents, and you're trying to work it out with them, which is totally not what you want to do. Because we all want that relationship that feels like this is my best friend, this is my support system, this is, that sexual sensual energy, right? Like the whole package, that 10 of Pentacles energy, where it is all the stuff, and the 10 of Cups, where you are emotionally satisfied and you feel safe and secure and you're growing and building something together. But when you have the parental energy interfering with it because you haven't healed those relationships with them, that creates a big roadblock to your own personal happiness. And we are here to create joy and happiness in our own lives. That is our creator job. We are all creators, and we're here to manifest that. So as you heal inside how you feel about the parental figures, that allows you to heal either a current relationship or to prepare yourself for one to come in. And that lost part of you that you're rediscovering is the part where there's nothing freaking wrong with you in the first freaking place. You are love. You were created from love. That is what you are. Your source energy is love. You are a spark of the divine. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because they're showing it to me again. If you think of a bonfire and it sparks out an ember and the ember catches fire on the grass, is not that fire have the same properties, the creative properties to keep something warm, to destroy whatever, that the bonfire had in the first place? And the answer is yes, it's the same properties. And if you think of the source energy as the original fire and you are the embers that get flashed out, you're fire. You're fire. It's the same thing. This is love. You are love. And you are here to manifest and grow and create more love and spark out your own little embers. And it's the joy and the happiness that you bring into your own life that brings joy and happiness into the original source energy in the first place, which is why you were created. You were created to bring joy and happiness. And so when you set yourself free from carrying this burden of other people's baggage, because many times our parents say to us the same things that their parents said to them and their parents said to them, and that might be why there's so many ancestors sitting here right now, is because it was a generational thing. You can break it. You can break the cycle. Phases and cycles. Freya, you can break the cycle through your own care and compassion for yourself first, and then also for your parents who didn't know any better. They were only doing what they were taught. And you get to change it up. You get to be a better version of humanity. It's up to you. And they know that when you're a fixed sign, making these changes are hard. But here's the good news. The North Node is in your sign, making changes way easier. And Uranus is in your sign for like 7 years. It's about the halfway point right now. It's been in there for 3. It's got like 3 more to go. It is there to help you to make these changes. Uranus and the North Star are going to meet up at the end of July. That should be some firework energy in your life. And so leading up to that, go ahead and start making those changes so you can transform your life. You have here, Kuan Yin says care and compassion, and the advice is compassion. So she's really doubling down on bringing this energy forward. Do the healing for yourself. Have the care and the compassion for yourself. And that allows you to give it to others. You have here vulnerability and freedom. I think this has to do with the soul flame energy. I love that it looks like she's reaching for the North Star, which to me is the energy I feel around the North Node. It's like the direction. It's like the compass point. It's where you're going. The freedom to be vulnerable. To let down your guard. To not have to feel like you have to protect yourself. To feel like I can be in a relationship where I am free to be who I am because I love myself and I can share of myself. And in doing so, I can attract the kind of energy to me that loves themselves and can share of themselves, and then it's that even beautiful energy. But it takes being willing to be vulnerable when you feel like when you were, the age 0 to 7 is when we're really imprinted and programmed, and we feel like we have to be perfect, or there's a certain way to do things, or we have to have this belief system, or all those things. And to break out of those things, it takes a lot. And for many, it takes that dark night of the soul. And so when I look at this, I think you've come through some really dark energy, but you are the light within. We have here transformation and raise your vibration. And if you notice, it's almost as though as you invite in the higher vibrational energy, you transform. And so this is almost as though it's your higher self, and this is you reaching up for your higher self. You raise your vibration by choosing to be happy. That's all it takes, really. Making choices based on, in your heart space, what makes you feel good. Not what feels like it's the rules, or we've always done it that way, or that's how it's supposed to be. No. What literally makes you feel happy? What makes you feel love for yourself and for others? Because really the answer is always love. I'm going to read on this one, the Raise Your Vibration. Again, this is by Kyle Gray, and he has this great book called Raise Your Vibration, and it has 111 little daily steps, and it might be something that will help you on your path. So raise your vibration. It's time to move up a level. It's time to fly high. You may have experienced some setbacks or felt low recently. But that's behind you now, and you have the opportunity to light up like never before. Everything in the entire universe is comprised of energy, and energy reverberates, drawing toward its similar energy. So raising your vibration means aligning yourself with situations, people, places, and choices that you know will lift you up, support you, and help you grow. When this card appears, you have overcome the darkness and are moving into a time of opportunity. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you can be reborn. Know that angels are acknowledging your commitment to growth. You are filled with inspiration now and are attracting only the good. There is a sense of achievement around you at this time. You may be receiving documentation, certification, or reward, or some description to acknowledge your growth or your experience. This is a time to cherish, a time to enjoy the rewards of your commitment to living with integrity and doing good. You have overcome many challenges and risen above adversity, judgment, and possibly even abuse. You are ascending spiritually and personally at this time, and the universe is supporting you. This is the pathway of light. This is the gateway of your soul's evolution and ascension. I don't have anything to add. I am on Facebook every day if you'd like to check that out. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to know when readings come out. About every week there'll be some kind of a reading. You guys take really good care of yourselves. You're on an exciting journey. It's amazing. Start with loving yourself and just let it flow out into the world. All right, you guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.